Hi, welcome to Area Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Please continue to like, subscribe, refer this channel, hit the notification bell, do whatever you can do to help this channel grow. I certainly do appreciate you. I did a video earlier this afternoon about the warehouse destruction of our food supplies, the coming pandemic forecasted by Bill Gates again, the food shortages, the supply shortages because Shanghai, China is shut down, the cargo ships are not moving, and everything that's going on, inflation, and I'll give you as an example how fast things are changing and why it will affect us immediately. When I was going into town to replace a dead car battery that I had purchased in 2013 for $129, I went to AutoZone and I noticed the price of gas at $3.89 a gallon. And I was thinking, well, I got to get some gas on the way back, see how much money I have left over. Well, I went in, said I need to replace this battery. It finally gave up the ghost. If you have one like it, fine. If not, something comparable. I had told the missus it would be about $120 or so. That battery, the same battery, is now $200. And I'm asking you, what if there was a shortage now and inflation and you relied on your paycheck to buy that car battery? Could you afford it? I couldn't. We'd have to pool money together to buy a car battery so I could get to work at the grocery store. So I was a little irritated by that. And by the way, the guy said there will be another price increase next week, somewhere around $225 total now. So I was irritated at that coming back. I literally saw the gasoline price change as I went back from $3.89 to $4.15 a gallon. Just as I drove past, the price went up that much as I drove past in a matter of 15 minutes. Now, with the food shortages, the pandemic, and everything else, I understand what Klaus Schwab was talking about. Get ready to deal with an angrier world. It's because he knows that this administration, our government, has sold us out. The betrayal, and once we realize the betrayal, we will become very angry. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let me keep this nightmare scenario going for you, folks. You've heard me talk about digital currency as well as everybody else, what the plan is. In China, they base your currency, your ability to travel on your credit score. Bad credit, you don't get to leave town. You toe the party line, you do what you're told when you're told, and you have a good credit score, you get to catch a train to go to wherever you want to do. You want to get to see extra entertainments, go to the movies, buy extra food because the government says Jane Doe has excellent credit. She's a loyal party member, and we are going to allow her to purchase extra stuff for bonus as a reward. Now, the European Union, and especially in England, is going to go that same route by having digital currency, cryptocurrency, that's programmable. So if Greg Stewart lives in England and Greg Stewart is on the watch list because he's on YouTube criticizing the G6 summit and all the economy, all of a sudden his paycheck, that is now cryptocurrency, is manipulated by the government. And they say, Greg cannot leave town, even if I went to the bus station, the train station, the airport, and said, I want to fly to Paris, France for the weekend and party with my friends. I would go there and they would deny that because it's now programmable. You've heard me warn you about this. Here in the United States, under this administration, they're saying we're looking at the legalities before we roll out the digital currency, the cryptocurrency. The legalities are that if they program this currency to fit in my cryptocurrency wallet and say Greg has been on YouTube criticizing Uncle Joe and his ineptitude as a president, they will put restrictions on what I can purchase as a form of punishment. So not only would we be entering into the food shortages, and I'm saying I got to buy extra food. I have dogs. I have chickens. You know, the missus is hungry. I'm hungry. I'm going to go to the store, and they program that digital currency and say, now we're going to censor him in this way by saying, no, he cannot buy that, celebration dinner. He is going to only be allowed to buy bologna and hot dogs or whatever else. And we don't care if his dogs go hungry. He shouldn't be having pets because he can't afford to feed them. This is how they are going to betray us again. This is how they are lining up to do it again, by artificially creating the food shortages, by raising the inflation rate so high that the economy crashes, by getting us off of fossil fuels and forcing us either into commuter travel or electric cars, by shutting down our First Amendment rights. And we already see it today. We've already seen it rolled out through the Department of Homeland Security, the Ministry of Truth, to combat about elections and the illegal immigration. Do you think it's really going to stick to that? No, they're going to spread that clear across everything to censor us so we can't talk to one another. But now when they roll out the digital currency, because the Supreme Court says, well, the economy's collapsed and this is the new form of currency authorized by the Congress, who will betray us again and say we got to do something. Our paper's worthless. We've overspent. Let's switch to cryptocurrency to save America. And they're going to put in that where it's programmable and censor us that way. That's why Klaus Schwab says, get ready to deal with an angrier world. We're going to realize we have been and will be betrayed by our elected officials and the bureaucrats that we don't even see or even know they exist, but they're pulling the strings. Yeah, I'm kind of mad. It's been one of those days. And it's going to get worse. You be on the lookout, my friends. And when you hear warnings, let me ask you this. If you're at work or wherever, and suddenly you hear on the radio, there's going to be a toilet paper shortage that's going to hit critical mass in 2 days. Better stock up now. Do you think you won't be calling and saying, hey, get to the grocery store right now and get us some extra rolls of Charmin? There's going to be a shortage. Or, hey, there's not enough hops to make beer anymore for at least a year. You don't think you're going to say, wow, I better pick up a 12-pack or a 24-pack because it's going to be a year before I have any beer, and I want to have it just in case. Or toilet paper, or popcorn, or sodas. Whatever your favorite thing is, if somebody tells you they're going to be out of it because there's a shortage, you could bet you'd run to the store and get it right now. But when people are saying stock up on food, buy extra, learn to grow your own food, learn to defend yourself and your home. People are just like, yeah, well, there isn't going to be any war. There isn't any of this. This is just tinfoil hat. I don't know what to tell you. It's right there in front of you. All you have to do is read. And then when the cryptocurrencies come out, the Fed coin that has your name printed on it and says, has he towed the line? Does he have a YouTube channel? Does he have a Patreon channel? How's he on Twitter? How's he on Facebook? Is he critical of us, meaning the government, the feds? Or is he a good sheeple that doesn't care and does what he's told? We'll reward them. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Please help this channel grow. We need to get these messages out. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized. Greg out.